Hi everyone, Paul Lange from Disciplined Trading Strategies with this week's Trade of the Week video. This is for the week ending February 23rd of 2025. The stock was Intel, INTC, not a stock I trade a lot because it's usually such a market stock, but it's been different the last few months, so it's been on the screen sometimes. This happened actually on Thursday the 20th. This happened on a 60-minute DTS breakdown play that actually happened on what I call a little mini gap entry on a 1-minute DTS sell setup, a be the tail type of entry. The reward to risk was 1.6 to 1 management advanced. This is one of these that happened really quick. I don't strive for this, but this whole trade was over in just a few minutes because we had a very sharp drop, not only in Intel, but the market had a big puke at the time that I did this, something that was expected and part of the trade. Before we get to the trade, what's free for DTS members this week? We have the bi-weekly scanning night on Monday, February 24th. If you're a DTS member, you will get your invites automatically as always. Come join us for this evening. Just a fun night. I give you my watch list, go over a few things, and also take questions from you about your type of stocks. This is not for day trading on this session. This is for swing or longer term type of positions. So come join us. It's not recorded, but I do it every other week. Back to the trade. This is the daily chart of Intel. The reason this was the Trade of the Week video is because this is just one of my favorite setups. You actually just take charts, piece them together. It's what I call the language of charts. It has to occur over several time frames. That's why on these Trade of the Week videos, I show you different time frames that are all involved in the decision to some extent. Yes, the daily chart here was a key. I'm day trading, it's an intraday play. It lasted only minutes, but the daily chart is where the momentum begins. A lot of people don't understand that. That gap down the prior day, this is what it looked like the day before the trade when I was scanning for it, and this is what it's going to look like the day after the trade. We're going to open right there. We pop up a little bit, and then we fall. That fall is what I'm capturing. Notice that this actually came back at the end of the day or in the afternoon, in the late morning, and actually went green. Not surprising at all, and that's why I was quick to take profits on that. When you're shorting a breakdown of a strong stock like that, a lot of times they snap back, at least for that day. So daily chart key to this one. Here's a 60-minute chart, which is really where, to me, the whole setup lies. We have that consolidation that is that prior day's little narrow bar, gap down. The fact that after the gap down it refused to rally indicates that there's still some selling pressure. So when we gap down the next morning, we're going to open right there, just under that 60-minute base. And what you hope for when that happens is you get a little pop up. You can see that topping tail. That's what I shorted and then got that move down to there. A little clearer on the 5-minute chart. Here's the 5-minute chart. We're going to open right there. That topping tail is where I shorted under 25.74, stop 26.15, and that was obviously more than I needed. I didn't expect it to necessarily drop immediately, or I would have gone a lot tighter. It would have been twice the profit. But sometimes these go a little bit higher, and then you can add to them, but in this case, it just fell like a rock, as you can see here. Target 1, after that first puke bar, it started to bounce a little bit, was trailing pretty tight because it was pretty good profit in just a few minutes, and then target number 2, 24.86, trailed over 24.85. You can see we did go a little bit lower. You can't fault yourself for not getting that. You can't get every last little penny. Got the bulk of it. So this whole thing only lasted, 20 minutes. Note also that when that bottom hit, as expected, that was the bottom right there, just a little under where I got out. And then we pop, we consolidate, and it came back actually to take out the high of the day. Don't care. It's a day trade. Didn't even know it did that until later in the day when I was cleaning up my screen. And finally, a little more clarity here on the 1-minute chart. You can see the open right there. We ran up higher, shorted right in there somewhere under 25.74. Pretty good entry. Free fall number 1, you can see a little bounce point in there for half. And then free fall number 2 right there. We had one more bleed lower, wish I got that, but like I said, can't complain. If you like trades like this was a fast trade. It happened, entry is about 10 minutes after the open, so it wasn't super quick near the open, but it did drop pretty quick. A lot of my trades I like to have for the whole day. Usually my goal day trading is to be able to hold something for half the day or even all day sometimes once the entry is found. If you like trades like this, well planned, thought out, come join us in the DTS Trading Room. If you go over to the DTS homepage, you can figure out where you can join us. If you like trades like this, be sure to check out other Trade of the Week videos and also prior educational events that are on the free stuff page that anyone can access. Until next time, this is Paul for DTS. Good trading, everybody.